everyone, welcome to the video. My name's Sarah and I worked as a probation officer, and I share videos for people that want to get into probation officer jobs through the civil service, and not only for people in the UK but people worldwide who want to get into probation. And these videos also help people who want to get into forensic psychology or criminology careers, and they also help newly qualified probation officers and current probation officers and everyone who works in criminology. So this video, as per the title, is about burnout. So I'm going to keep this video short and sweet for you. Make sure that you are subscribed, it really helps the channel. So burnout, you probably are very familiar with that term, especially if you work in probation already. Burnout is really common. So what is burnout? So burnout is that feeling that you're just drained, you are just exhausted, you've got no more energy left to give to the job. Second thing, you just procrastinate. You procrastinate with getting your work done, and then that leads to the work not getting done, and then you're just feeling like you're in this hamster wheel of trying to get the work done really last minute. That is really common, I've found, in the criminal justice system, because if you're procrastinating, then you've got the social worker procrastinating, the police officer procrastinating, the mental health worker procrastinating. You're all procrastinating, and then everything's last minute, and it's just firefighting and that feeling of chaos all the time. That's not healthy to be living up here in that chaos feeling. What else is burnout? Yeah, just that feeling of dread for your work, that Monday dread, but feeling that consistently. And so it's that tiredness, that procrastination, just that not having that zest for your job anymore, like not caring, you know. And especially when you're working in probation, it's like, I don't care about these people, I don't care what happens to them. Yeah, feeling hopelessness, you know. You might have come into this job with all this zest for life, and then you're like, oh, is this a whole waste of time that I've done all this training, that I've done my degree, that I really wanted this job? So it's just that hopelessness, like constantly feeling deflated about things, and having just that then has a negative outlook on everything, and that can like seep through into all areas. Feeling doubtful, you know, linked to the hopelessness, just feeling doubtful in your work and in your decisions. So you're not sure about your decision making. And final thing is just that feeling of overwhelmed. It's like everything is just too much. And I'm talking from experience because that has happened to me the first time round when I worked in probation, and I noticed it's been happening recently as well. So some of you might have been following, or I don't know how many of you dip into different videos, but I'm working as a PSR writer as well, and then life circumstances, and I've noticed I've been feeling those feelings as well, which is why I've taken a step back from a few things and taken a few things off my plate, which is why you're getting videos monthly and not weekly. And I've actually been off social media for a while, but anyway, I'm going to give you how you can actually now you know what burnout is. Let's have a look quickly at why burnout happens. So burnout happens, I think, just through my experience and through what I've read about burnout. So it's the organisation. So the organisation, you're working in the public sector, criminal justice system, there's cutbacks, everything. And then if there's lacks of communication, because if everyone else is burnt out and running, if the communication's poor, that's going to contribute to things. Mismanagement cannot help, you know, when you're not feeling supported by your managers. Workloads, we all know that in probation service workloads are excessive, so that could contribute definitely. And a few kind of inner things. So thinking in probation that you need to control everything, that everything is on your hands. Sometimes if you let go of that control, that can help as well. And being attached to outcomes. So if you're attached that, yes, you need this job, this is your everything, you can't see anything else. It's kind of like black and white thinking. That can make it more difficult as well to manage. And fear, fear of what's going to happen if you make this decision, or what's going to happen with that, or if you're worried about your job, or you're worried about your mortgage, or you're worried about your relationships. All of that contributes too. And on the whole, one thing I think contributes is our isolated living these days. I mean, how many of us live just insular lives? And what I mean by that is we don't live in community anymore. You might be living on your own, or you might be in a flat share, or you might be living with your parents, or if you are a parent, you might be living just you and your husband, or you and your partner and your kids. And many of us have moved around, we're far away from our family might be in different countries. We don't really have that community support anymore, so you feel like everything is on your plate. That contributes too. So it's just being aware of what is contributing to these things. So how can you manage burnout? Well, not even manage, how can you prevent burnout? But if you are noticing these signs already, how can you manage it so that you can work your way through it, and so that you can release the burnout and feel more peace in your life? So first thing is balance. And I think sometimes we have this illusion that everything needs to be equally balanced in our life. So our relationships, our friendships, our sense of fun, our sense of adventure, our career. Not everything is going to be an equal balance. Sometimes you need to pull things in and let things go a bit. So what I mean by that is, if you're feeling you've got so much on your plate, what can you just let slide in your life? And make sure you're not letting slide the things that are nourishing for you, the life-giving things and the fun things. What responsibilities can you just be like, you know what, I'm going to let that slide? And that links in with boundaries, or having boundaries to say no, to honour your time, to honour your self-care. So next kind of thing is adding fun. Maybe it's all about work. Maybe you've been doing your qualification, you've been studying, it's work. You find yourself in that trap of Monday to Friday, 9 till 5, getting my head down, getting work done. Where is the fun in your life? So go back and think, what is it that brings me fun and joy in my life? And slowly add those things in. And developing habits is the key to achieving all of this and preventing burnout. So say where I'm saying, giving you all these tips, it's not saying you need to spend now 3 hours of your whole life overhauling your life. Just put them in incrementally and short. So maybe it's making sure that you have 5 minutes of fun in your day, and then you can build that up, just so you've got that habit of, every day I'm going to make sure I have something fun. And those of you that have been watching my videos, that have been in the Facebook group or worked with me, you know that journaling is a key thing for me, because it helps you with this self-inquiry of, okay, what actually fun do I like? So in your journal you can write, what fun have I done for myself today? So that you're keeping yourself accountable to actually adding that fun. Because if you just say, I'm going to have more fun, you just go back to your automatic life and then nothing changes. Another thing for how to prevent and manage burnout is taking just time out. Again, it can just be 2 minutes to do some breathing techniques. Yes, you probably hear this maybe a lot, but you're hearing it for a reason, because it just gives you that spaciousness. And one really, really easy one is box breathing, where you do, imagine a box, so it's 4 breaths in and 4 breaths out. 4 breaths in, 4 breaths out. And I'm not a specialised breathwork instructor, but you know, everybody's got a breath. You know how to breathe. You can breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. And breathwork instructors also say breathe in through your belly, do belly breaths. And I'll link down below to someone who I've been having breathwork lessons with. It's Eureka Coaching, because she's got a website which will have links to her programs that are coming up. But I'm not saying you have to jump on a program. Just do 2 minutes a day of breathing techniques, and then when you're at work, it's going to become more of a habit that you lean into these breathing techniques. Exercise is the next thing for helping manage burnout. Again, you don't have to be going to the gym for an hour a day. Find somewhere in your house, in your garden. There's plenty on YouTube. Start with a 5-minute video. It's just the habit of building up exercise. Go for a walk, go for a run. You don't have to spend money. Have a vision, you know. Have a vision that is maybe career focused, but outside of career, like how really do you want your life to look? Your vision might be, I want balance. I don't want it to be just constantly only work. And that will help with that hopelessness feeling. And last two things, self-inquiry, I kind of touched on that. So if you're not already, develop a journaling practice. Again, it's the habit that's most important. So maybe you might journal in the morning or on your lunch break or before you go to bed. I personally do it morning and before I go to bed. And when I started, I just thought, right, 1 page, aimed for 1 page. So either aim for a certain amount of pages or a certain amount of time. And last thing is, whenever we want to change or add in a new habit, it requires presence. And what I mean by that is, if you decide, yeah, I want to change something, you're just going to automatically go through your day for your normal habits if you don't have awareness and presence. So ways that you can invite more presence in is through the breathing techniques and through meditation. It's a good idea to start off with guided meditations. You can find loads on YouTube, Spotify, and then as you get more into it, you can try different kinds of meditation and explore for yourself what ones work for you. But meditation gives you that space to just step back. It gives you that moment to think, to release your thoughts, and just that spaciousness from the busyness of work, life, and your problems. And the main thing to remember is all of this, what's really helped me is having some level of accountability and starting those habits small. So your accountability might be your journal. It might be a friend who's also really wants to develop their inner peace and not feel burnout. It might be, you know, like just commenting on the YouTube video to say how you're getting on. And another reminder with these is be gentle with yourself. If all of this seems a lot, just start with one thing, and you know, start with 5 minutes. So just pick one of these tips and start for 5 minutes, because it might seem a lot and then you're going to feel disheartened and not go on with it. And all of these can be accessed for free. You don't have to spend out loads of money to achieve balance, inner peace, and to move away from that burnout feeling. So I talk about this in my book. It's essentially everything about it is in there. And I'll link to the breathwork coach who I've been working with myself. This is not a promoted video. I just think if there's something that works, I'm going to share it. So yeah, videos are monthly for a while, don't know for how long, so I will see you in the next monthly instalment. If you'd like, by the way, so I've got loads of videos on strategy, how to get in, but I really like doing these kind of videos more about like your well-being, mindfulness, mental health, because I'm experiencing all of this too. So I really like giving videos like this. So if you like it, give it a thumbs up, put some comments. If you want more of the strategy videos, they're all there as well, but I want to lean more into this side of things. So if that's what you want, let me know, share it and subscribe.